Welcome to New Products and Ideas, the program that takes you around the world.
All right, here we go. Flowbee.
Inventions, unique ideas, and innovative products.
Oh, this guy
and shows you how to take an invention from concept to the marketplace. Today, you'll see a revolutionary new haircutting invention that is sweeping across the country. How to save hundreds of dollars
like a mystery hour pick on and off since the show
I
began a couple years ago. So this feels like such an achievement.
Laura
Is that Laura Dern?
All with one ingenious invention, the Flowbee vacuum haircutting system.
God.
It's all coming up right here, right now.
No,
on
still-
Products and Ideas.
He's getting the Ed Grimley cut.
I'm perplexed by how this thing works. Like, it just looks like they're hacking away at someone's hair.
Is that Jeff Foxworthy? All these people look like they're there at gunpoint, like having this done to them.
Probably are. Ma'am, would you come in and be in our Flowbee infomercial? No?
Have you ever had the
you have no choice.
The pay for this infomercial is great, but I'm going to have to use some of the haircut after this is done.
To make the claim of actually taking a product to the marketplace and making money.
I love when they do this. They make it seem like it's a talk show that's just talking about this hot new product.
Towards success. One such man is my guest today.
It's like the Splash Mountain news
exactly.
service for a thing like
Rick, thanks for joining
last
me.
week.
And what is the Flowbee vacuum?
I mean,
cunt.
Look, you can't argue with results. Look at his hair.
New hair cutting system that works with a vacuum that is revolutionizing the way people are getting their hair cut. When you're all done, you don't have a mess. It's very simple to use.
Don't put your dick.
Anybody can use it. It's making a mark.
What actually made you think of this invention? What was the spark?
Well, it was my own personal needs. I think that's where all basic inventions come from. Back around 1979 is when I first started thinking about it, because I was very discouraged about the haircuts I was receiving.
I was having sex with my vacuum.
My own personal case, I would just get my hair
The
cut
pube
shorter
got caught in it
than
and
what I
it
would
ripped it
like
right
it to
out.
be.
And I was like,
and
oh.
everybody knows maybe a good haircut is 2-3 weeks later.
What about
And I
this?
thought,
Butt
if I
head.
could just keep the haircut at that length. Of course, everybody would like to keep the hair at an ideal length.
She's getting the Linda McCartney special.
With that, thinking about that and thinking
But
about
it looks
one day I was
terrible.
playing with a vacuum, sucking my hair up, and sparks started to fly, and
this
I got
poor
very
child.
excited, and I said, this is it. I'm going to invent a machine that will suck the hair up and cut it, and when it cuts it, there won't be any hair that falls on
Oh,
me.
he found out he
and
was
you can set
aroused
the
by
length
fire. That's what
and
really happened.
Do it yourself.
Okay, so you're 10 years in development, and now you're selling the product. How does it actually work?
Well, this is
10
it.
years.
And you can see these blades inside right here. They just go
Where's
back
the
and
Hulu
forth.
mini about the Flowbee making?
And you can see how they cut. They're just like 9 little scissors in there. So it's just, it gives you like a scissored cut. And what this does, from watching hairdressers, how they pull the hair up between their fingers and
gives you
cut
like
it,
a scissors
that's how I
cut.
designed it. That's where I started my design.
Oh, yes.
With this.
People pointed out
I thought,
his
boy,
name
if
is
I could
literally
cut
Dick.
the hair
Oh, my
being
goodness.
sucked up in a vacuum chamber
Dick cunts.
in the configuration and suck up just the same amount of hair that a hairdresser does, and then be able to regulate the length, which I do with these spacers, I could cut my own hair any way I want, anytime I want. To me, that was it. So I devoted
We could tell.
about 7 years of my time to develop this product.
Now, you've mentioned the word vacuum. What kind of vacuum are you talking about?
Well, you just hook it up to your vacuum at home. Most people have a vacuum already at home that
Flowbee
works
is
great with the system. And you just hook it right up to it, and it sucks it up. And another neat thing is nobody has to argue
Oh,
about
you have
who's
to
gonna
use
clean
your
up
own
the mess when
vacuum
you're
for
done, because
this?
it's
Yeah,
already
I mean,
done
it's
for
not
you.
also
So
a
is it
vacuum
cut?
cleaner.
What happens to the hair?
Oh,
There it goes
okay.
into your vacuum.
I think it's
have
just
people
like
ask me
one
that
of
all
those
the time. Where's the hair
vacuum
going?
cleaner
It's going in
extension
your vacuum.
things,
Where else
like-
do you want it?
Oh,
What type of
weird.
people are now using the Flowbee system?
Oh, we have people, all walks of life that are using it now. I have old people,
Dead
young people.
people.
The market is
Just
for
a guy
everybody that gets their hair
Fucking
cut.
real hard on the other side of the tube. And it
It's going
would-
everywhere now.
You know, I remember when I was a kid, and
Matt
my
Zula
father
says
was
this
trying
is
to
how
cut
you
my hair and my
extract
brother's
dink.
hair, and both of us not really being cooperative.
That
How does the
valuable
Flowbee work
dink
with kids,
extract.
and can families save money with the Flowbee system?
Well, absolutely. They can save a lot of money with the Flowbee system. A family of 4 can save $400, $500,
Well, the Flowbee system costs about
But to me,
$20,000,
the
but-
biggest advantage of the Flowbee haircutting system is the ease of the haircut, where you can do it right in your home. I do mine right in my living room, anytime I want, no appointment
The biggest
necessary.
advantage
I
of the
get
Flowbee
exact
haircut
same
system is
haircut
once you have a
every time.
Flowbee
If I wanna
haircut, no
alter
one
it a
will want to
little bit,
talk
I
to
can do
you.
that
And so
too.
there are any social
There's all
engagements to go
different
to
types of
anymore.
layered haircuts.
And what about for kids? Is it safe? Is it easy?
Well, yes, it's very safe, because you can see, like, say you want to cut, let's talk about a baby. Now, babies are very
Yeah,
dangerous
Dan
to
Wally
cut
says
their
so many
hair
vacuums are
because
killed
they're
by
always
this.
wiggling
This could
around
like
like this.
fuck up your
Imagine the scissors,
vacuum.
Especially
taking a
back
chance
then when it was
and,
all those
you have to
bag,
hold them still, and
those
it's a real struggle.
vacuum
Yeah.
The
bags.
haircutting system here, they can wiggle around.
Like, have
the
you
hair
ever just
gets
like
sucked up in
vacuumed
there,
up something
and
wet
it's
by
a safe way to
accident?
cut
Like, you
hair,
can
and
fuck
about
up a
30 to
vacuum
60
real
seconds
easy.
later,
It's like,
your baby is going to have a perfect layered haircut, which is it's humanly impossible to do with scissors.
Okay,
don't put your baby's head next to a Flowbee.
The baby might have brain damage, but he'll have a great haircut.
For about a year now, and they are
just put it right in the baby's soft spot.
Just suck
the Flowbee right in that fontanelle.
I'm a little hesitant to cut my own hair, like everybody probably does.
Stupid.
But I just started off with the
Seth Rogen.
And worked my way down to my length I wanted. I wasn't really able to mess it up, and I knew that, so I just worked my way down.
The haircuts are just
with the attachments.
I mean, what year is this? Like 1990?
And after you do it one time,
it's like,
you can see that
like
you can't really
1990 maybe, I guess.
You can't really mess up.
Because they just look so of the time period. But so I can't really tell. Is like, is it the Flowbee that's making them
bad because of the Flowbee, or is it just bad because time period?
It works real well.
Oh, he's doing his beard.
A little column A, a little column B, probably.
Just right in the front. It's taught me how to cut hair.
You do your pubes with it.
I never knew how to cut hair or shape hair before, but the machine has taught me.
The top part.
I'm getting pretty good at it.
Then just forward and leave the back by itself.
All right.
The Flowbee haircut is similar to a blow dryer or a curling iron. It's something that everyone should have in the home, and it's easy to cut
give me
your
the
hair.
David Coverdale
Why go to the
haircut.
shop and waste your money when you can do it right out of your own house, and it's easy.
Creed Dot Llama says
I
Lori
get to
looks
see my
thrilled.
family more often. Sometimes more often than I'd like.
She's ready for a career with the New York
But no,
Isle.
it's good to see
He
everybody.
just says he
My
gets to
friends
see
stop
his
by
family
where,
more often
everybody has
because
to
of
get a
the
haircut, so
Flowbee.
no matter how busy everybody is, they seem to always stop by and see us.
How much time were you spending at the barber that you
Flowbee
didn't get to spend time with your family?
Well, I spend the rest of my time drinking, so it's
going to change the way people cut their hair in the future. It's too easy.
Has there someone had to have gone to the hospital because of this, right? Like there had to have been at least one Flowbee accident that was.
And you can cut anybody's hair in your family or friends or
He's like,
relatives.
honey, you want to chime in?
It's not hard at all.
Flowbee, the incredible vacuum haircutting system. Thousands of units are being sold nationwide because Flowbee really works.
It's colored like a
Listen to
bee.
these satisfied Flowbee owners.
It's like the band Striper.
Because it's a great invention, and I think it'll be time saving and a lot of money savings for the boys' hair that we'll have to cut.
We just cut our hair. If we're getting ready to go out and dressed up, we just whip the Flowbee out and give it a quick trim. And
We found 3 people and 3 people only
who
enjoyed Flowbee.
No cleanup. You just cut your hair and put it away, and you're done.
We're only 7 minutes in. There's another 20 minutes left of this. FYI.
She's like, I could have married anyone, a doctor, a lawyer, but instead I'm married to a man who has me using Flowbee.
If you buy the best tools, as I do,
if you use Flowbee, you might be a redneck.
Something good to have in your arsenal.
And I get it trimmed about once a month, so this would be a great savings to buy this and just be able to trim it myself. It takes about a minute to do it.
The private chat is full of memes of Garth from Wayne's World getting his hair cut with Flowbee.
Flowbee will last a lifetime.
I don't understand why they have to do it in like a weird like blowjob motion to get the hair in it. It's like it makes it weirdly sexual. Maybe that's just me, but maybe I just watched too much Planet Earth lately. My brain is just in a dirty place.
Welcome back to New Products and Ideas with today's guest inventor, Mr. Rick Huntz and the Flowbee vacuum haircutting system. Rick, people really seem to enjoy their Flowbee haircuts, and it looks like it's fairly easy to use. How long does it take to master the Flowbee system?
First haircut you can master. It's unlike scissored haircuts where it takes years to master. Steve
master the Flowbee system.
Worker. He has no haircutting experience.
When I left you, I
and the
the
first
learner
time that he picked up
Flowbee
the
system.
Flowbee,
Now I
he
am the master Flowbee
and he was
system.
just totally amazed. And his wife was so amazed that she had him give her a haircut.
Really
now he does her haircuts. He does his mother's, as you saw. And
This is what she got a Flowbee haircut just before starring in Jurassic Park.
All you have to do is know what length you want your hair to be cut.
I can believe
that length in and cut it.
How does the Flowbee feel on the head, and can you feel your hair being cut?
Whoa.
Well,
Wise Twin Sailor. Yeah, Wise Twin Sailor says the Flowbee costs Oh, it costs $270 now. What? So what did it cost back then?
In there and cuts it off. You don't
it's just a vacuum cleaner attachment.
Cool air sensation.
Yeah, I think some people are going to be going back to using the Flowbee soon, unfortunately.
What do you feel? Do you look forward to getting haircuts now?
Why? Just because?
Well, yes, I do look forward to getting my haircut.
Our world is fucked.
I think everybody that owns a Flowbee looks forward to cutting their hair now. It takes the hassle out of having to go and have someone
Well, I have some good news, Matt.
You
and everyone watching tonight is getting a free Flowbee!
Do it yourself.
Nice. Oh,
really good
look, Robert Smith from Cure is getting it used.
Well, that's basically what the Flowbee haircut
Show me how that Flowbee works.
Well, if you want to change it a little bit, you can do that too.
The way it makes my hair jerk.
Weeks, cutting about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch off at a time. For a hair cutting maintenance tool, that's what it's for.
So I guess it looks like you've really never had a haircut.
Do you use it on your armpit hair, do you think? Or like chest hair?
I don't like to look like I just got a haircut. I like to look maybe 3-4 weeks after I got my haircut. That's the greatest thing about Flowbee.
Like if you had like Robin Williams level like body hair, could you
Well, I have hundreds of professionals across the U.S. that are using it now, and I've been fortunate enough to go into some of their shops.
They're showing that users with the Flowbee no sense since having it done,
because they've taken it.
Rocket Dave asked a good question. What if you don't have a vacuum cleaner? Yeah, not
just get another guy to suck real hard on the other side of the hose.
Wild haircuts that
does it attach to one of those
in San Diego. We got a chance to go in there and see him, and it's amazing.
How'd that motion go again, Chris?
Sorry.
I've had it about 8 months, and I got introduced to it at a hair show. Rick Hunt's the inventor was there and demonstrating it, and it fascinated me, and we talked, and I bought one and started using it in the salon, and it's been great. I think it's the fastest tool that I've ever used.
That is so many bottles of shampoo.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's very accurate. So
that
I don't have to worry about
shelf is
making
gonna
any
collapse.
Does anyone buy stuff like at the salon? I mean, come on. It's always.
I never did.
What?
Yeah. I said, yeah, like I
know. It's like all overpriced
I think it's wonderful.
stuff.
It really felt like 1,000 little fingers were massaging the back of my head, and I think it looks great.
Buying the Suave shampoo and conditioner at the VS after having to push the little button to get someone to open the case for me like a like a Parisian king.
You know, that's backfired on them so hard. I could not be happier. Their sales like Target and CVS, they've all gone. They've all like plummeted because of that.
Cleaning.
Every hair designer ought to have one, and if he doesn't have one, then he's limiting himself. And I don't see any reason that one should limit themselves when a tool like this is available.
It's being a little dramatic, don't you think?
What do I do?
You're a barber.
Hairstylist.
Vacuum hair cutting system. It's easy. First, I set Flowbee to cut my hair 2 feet long on the top. Then I set the length for 1.5 inches and cut the back and the
hooks
side.
right up to the vacuum cleaner, Jerry.
Flowbee cuts from 1/2 inch to 6 inches long, so there's many different styled layered haircuts.
People don't want to cut their hair with the vacuum.
My Flowbee hair cutting system.
No, you're wrong, Jerry. You're wrong.
It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah, do you see how many attachments you could add to that? How many attachments do you put on the Flowbee with it working
have your
still?
Visa or MasterCard ready and call this toll-free number right now.
It was starting to remind me of like a Sega Genesis, how you know, like the 32X add-on that went on top of it, and then you could put like the Sonic and Knuckles that had the thing on top of that.
For less than the average family spends
You got your Game Genie, you got your Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, and then your Game Shark on top of that.
And it can save you thousands of dollars. The Flowbee Vacuum Cut comes with a full money-back guarantee. So order yours now.
Thousands. Oh, Calbot says, I wonder if it's Roomba. Someone needs to make a Roomba, but for your head.
Getting from a concept to a
Stobot that you can just like
working selling
put on the side of your head and it just goes all around and cuts your hair.
I love that they couldn't come up with a more clever name for this bullshit talk show. It's New Ideas and Products. Welcome back to New Ideas and Products.
To get from an idea to an actual working prototype. 7 years. That's a long time of listening to people laugh at you and being sure. So you got to believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. And then kind of keep your
I would definitely laugh
kind
at
of
that kid if I saw him.
Flowbee haircut. Look at it that way.
He knows he's going to get bullied so hard.
Your hobby. This is my first working prototype. Now it's gone through probably 50 major
that should have been a Simpsons episode. It's like haircut. He has to go to school.
Works. And it has pretty much the same blade design and as my production model. But,
yeah, make your forehead look just cut all the hair right
It's
there.
a collector's item to me now. It's my little baby, and there's only one of them in the world.
Give you that Walton Goggins forehead that all the girls want to have.
Someone said we should call the number now. Yeah, we should.
And it's done a lot of haircuts. A lot of haircuts.
Oh my God.
Let's see if I can use my iPad to make a phone call.
Well, you can see it's pretty much shaped the same way.
This is
This one is quite a bit bigger. I streamlined this one to get the weight out of it, and it's made out of plastic rather than machined out of aluminum. And the blade designs are real close to the same. The other one's a little heavier.
Oh, we'll wait till it comes back on.
And this one used the same attachment.
Okay, yeah, have it ready.
I'll put it on speaker so we can...
were handmade, and unfortunately they've been broken up because they were just glued together. So when you're inventing prototypes and stuff, they don't hold up too good a lot of times.
This woman wants to die.
I know.
She's so unhappy to be.
She's like, it's been 6 hours. Are you going to feed us? Or...
Well, there's very little maintenance
When do I get
involved. All you
my
have to
50
do
bucks?
is put a little oil on the blades. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead
Again,
and show
30
you
of
how
which
you
I'm going to have to
maintain it.
use to get another haircut.
I have some oil here, and this is all you have to do to maintain the system. You just put a little dab of oil.
Yeah, put the
on
kid's
blades
head
like
right
that.
I know.
behind the square.
Like,
You just turn it on, let it run like
Did
this.
we make
I
this
was just
show?
going to say,
Like,
it's like even we're better at placing overlays than this
And how
guy.
about cleaning the system? Well, it pretty much cleans itself because it's hooked up to the
Remember when
vacuum and all the hair
picture-in-picture
gets
was such a
sucked away. There isn't
sought-after
any
quality in a
cleaning. It
TV?
cleans itself.
Yeah.
Self-cleaning, self-sharpening. These blades, this one here has over
It was
3,000
it was good in
haircuts
theory,
on it.
just no one ever used
Well,
it.
you know, I know
Yeah.
you're selling
But I
these
remember
around the
thinking
country,
like, oh, we can
thousands of
play
them.
Mario. My dad's
What comes with
watching
the entire Flowbee
football.
package? What do you receive?
We never did
Well, you
that.
get the head here, and you get 7 feet of hose comes with it, that's connected to it. There's a wire.
I feel like I
runs
tried
up
that
through
once.
the
My dad
hose.
was like, turn that shit
Yeah.
off. It's
Yeah.
like,
The motor
okay.
inside, and then you just comes down and it hooks up to your vacuum at home. We do not sell vacuums. I'm just using the little Eureka Mighty Mites, what I've been
Rush
using.
Marinki said she kind of
And
looks
it
like
works
one of the
really
gang
well with
members
it.
from the
And
last
you get
Witching
all
Hour.
the attachments that you see.
Yep,
It goes from 3/4
Weird Al looking girl.
to 6 inches
Yeah.
long.
What was
And
the
it comes
gang
with
in
a
that
little
called
power
again?
supply
The,
that plugs in down at the bottom
Were
of
they
the
the
hose
purple
down here.
snakes?
the purple
Powered DC
something
motor,
vipers.
which
Yeah.
runs the
I might be
blades.
thinking of Legends of the Hidden
Now, your hair
Temple.
looks
There's
great.
not
I
much of a
assume you
difference
do cut
between
your hair
Legends of the
with
Hidden
Flowbee?
Temple team from that.
I sure do. Matter of fact, I'd like to go ahead and
No,
show you
I don't.
that this system is so simple that a blind person
Oh my
could
God.
cut their own hair
Yeah,
with a
see,
little guidance.
La Rocked and
You can do
Lovely
it out in
asks,
the air, you can do it
Flowbee's ever
basically
cut a
everywhere.
person's
No
hair at
fuss,
the
no
cutting
fuss.
blades,
Yeah,
wrench it out
I'm
by the
using a
scalp.
little Eureka
Because I
Mighty
do know
Mite.
for a
It's
fact that they
horse and a
had
half.
like a
And I
baby
found this
doll
nice
at one
little
point in the
vacuum system.
90s. That was one of those ones that like ate
If you have
food. It
more
had a
than
little
horse and a half,
mechanical
that's
mouth,
fine.
you know, and you could like feed it food, and they had to discontinue it because the little girl's hair
Most
got
vacuums
caught
at
in it,
home
and it would just
great.
like,
Oh
You
my
gotta make sure you have
God.
that can happen with a baby doll. Then
This is what
what about a
Yeah, that's hooked up to a vacuum.
About 2 weeks overdue. Well, watch what I
Oh.
do. I've been waiting for
Yeah,
that.
what could go wrong?
I just kind of bounce it up and down.
You know what
run it
someone
around.
should do is
I
use a
know
Flowbee at one of those
that I'm
back
not cutting my hair.
at like a car, like a drive, you know, a car wagon.
Yeah.
How they have those like vacuum your car out things that you put like a quarter in and just stand outside it with your Flowbee hooked up and your shirt's off also just to give the full effect to people driving by.
2-3 weeks. But I let it go over about maybe a month now.
That vacuum doesn't look very
A little over a
powerful.
month, just so I could demonstrate this to you, how easy it is. And it's so easy to do. Use it left or right.
Are we sure
hand
that
to
this
get the
guy
other
isn't
side.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
I think I pretty much got that.
Scott,
Now I'm
right.
gonna take one of these spacers off and I'm gonna do the top.
Or who's the, no, Ted Bundy, that I'm thinking of.
Without even looking. Go like this.
Doris
He kind of looks
Kinda
like
bounce
Ted
up and
Bundy.
Doris
Keep it
Leachman says it was
wiggling
actually it's 225 with the vacuum,
Sucked it right up in there and touched it.
169 without.
Hairdressers see this and their eyeballs bug out of their
Okay.
head. 'Cause they
That
go,
makes
"Boy, he's doing
sense.
exactly what I do, but it takes a lot of skill.
It kind of looks like a
It
card
doesn't take
shuffler,
any skill
like
to
on
do
the
it
end
now.
of
And
the
certainly it
thing.
doesn't take a lot of time. Well, it takes me usually about 5 minutes to give myself a good trim up. Just to bounce this around real good, make sure I get it all. Just keep bouncing up and down. Is it looking like it's getting a little shorter now?
Yeah, it sure does.
My chest
And there's no
knit gets
hair
all my nip hair
anywhere
off.
on your shoulders or on your hair at all. 100% of the hair gets sucked right into the vacuum. 100%. How's it look?
100, really?
Let me see.
That's not possible.
Worst I can do is miss a spot.
That thing has
How many
to
haircuts
jam
do you
up.
expect
Like,
to
that's
get
not
to
a
one
very
Flowbee?
big entryway for,
Well,
like,
this one has over 3,000 haircuts on it.
2.
Over 3,000. Now let me do the sides. Take a spacer
What?
off.
bullshit.
When you do the sides, a little shorter
You
than
can't
the
get
top.
300 shaves or out of, you
straight up
know, a
and down
blade,
like
you
this.
know, just a regular razor blade.
So the top will blend in with the sides. People ask, how do you blend shorter in with longer? Well, you do it simply by keeping it straight up and down, like this. How's it looking? Then I go like this and I blend it in with the longer hair in the back.
That's not actually
Looks like
on,
it
is
done
it?
left the spot long.
I know.
I'll look in the
It's
mirror
not
when
doing
I'm done,
anything.
Show model
and I
for
can fix it. and I have the perfect haircut, just the way I like it every
His hair
time.
is
Now I'll do
very
the other
nice and
side.
coiffed,
The thing
though.
about this is different than scissors.
Flowbee did that.
When I do the other side, what's going to happen? They're going to be exactly the
My
same.
hair looks like shit.
That's
I don't know
almost
why I'm
humanly impossible
commenting
to
on
do with scissors.
other people's
I've seen
situation.
A lot of haircuts done with scissors. And I never see them that are exactly the same. They're always a little different. That's just because of human error.
He looks like he's getting aroused from this slightly.
Are they amazed? Are they shocked?
He's getting like turned on.
They gotta cut this guy's hair with the Flowbee. What are we waiting for? He's got the pompadour.
Put on him.
It's
The little
way
host guy kind of reminds me of David Miscavige. Apology a little bit.
All over the country. What kind of response do you get at these shows?
What's what happened to my wife? We'll be
He's probably a Fox News correspondent now, or like a Newsmax.
How did you do it? That's amazing.
New products and ideas went political. Now it's it's like a conservative.
Now it's anti-woke products and ideas.
Hey, give yourself a haircut. I go, right, buddy. They take a look at it. They're a little leery in the beginning. As soon as they start catching on, they say, that's amazing. That's fantastic. We're selling hundreds of them.
Okay, we've got a tape of Rick Hunt's at a recent trade show in Anaheim,
I want to kiss you, sir. They say all those things to me.
All the people they've shown, I gotta say, not a single person I've been like, oh, that's someone who just got a haircut. Like, it looks, I mean, I guess maybe that's the point.
Like, hair looks a certain way right after it's been cut, you know? Like, everybody knows it. Oh my god.
I like it. I cut it nice and even. I like it. Didn't get any hair down my back. I'm gonna get me one and say goodbye to Supercuts.
I believe this guy just had his hair cut.
It came out
Is that
perfect.
Pedro Pascal?
To cut just so much. It's like a safety device.
Yeah, it's
so you don't
perfect.
overcut your hair. So he cut it twice, a quarter-inch each time. And it was just
Excuse me, I
perfect
made
amount.
it on the set of Blue
He cut
Velvet.
it a quarter-inch the first time, and I thought it could go a little bit shorter, so he did it again. And it came out perfect. What do you think of the style? Great.
And then he asked for my number.
And you just suck it up in there and cut it.
And then he followed me to my...
Whatever length you set these spacers at, you can't go any shorter.
Suck it. Suck it.
Very simple to operate. You can see how much skill this takes.
That's the guy from Candid Camera. Just doing this in front of all these
Look
people.
at the crowd rapid ass.
I have very difficult hair to cut.
Like, this feels like some, like, Doc Seuss bullshit. I don't see how...
And there's no mistakes with this thing. It's great technology. I wish I had it.
My wife sucks at haircuts. This thing is great.
I'm going home to hang myself.
Fabulous. Painless.
It sucks.
Yeah, that should have been the slogan for it.
Well, I'm very impressed.
Make it shorter on the side.
Can't imagine how it works.
It'd be great to cut to the mirror's perspective. He's actually just using it to look at the guy. He's like making kissy faces. He's like,
that's easy and clean. Go a little shorter on top? Yeah. A little shorter? Now to get this out in here, you just put more of these spacers.
How about you, ma'am? You want your hair cut in front of thousands of gawkers?
what about you, man? Do you want to look like total shit?
Thousands of units are being sold nationwide because Flowbee really.
So how is this more expensive now?
I'm just picturing people leaving this convention. There's all these people with like fucked up hair who are leaving the convention. Other people driving by are like, what happened in their hair? Why do all these people look like...
Oh, there's a number. Hold on.
We're getting ready to go out.
Okay, 1-800-992-900.
Trim, and there's no mess on our
992-400.
No cleanup. You just cut your hair and put it away, and you're done.
All our tools are expensive, and actually the Flowbee is cheaper than most of the others, even our scissors. So I don't think that it's an investment situation at all. If you buy the best tools, as I
just got a busy signal. It doesn't work. The number's not live.
Something good to have in your
We tried.
And I get it trimmed about once a month.
Sometimes they work like weirdly. It's
To buy this and just be able to trim it myself takes about a minute to do it.
Remember, Flowbee comes complete, ready for you to hook up to your vacuum and start giving great-looking haircuts to your family, friends, and even yourself. Flowbee will last a lifetime and pay for itself in just months. Order your Flowbee now by calling toll-free with your credit card.
someone should use the Flowbee on their dog and see how it does.
I'm sure someone did.
Welcome back to the program that highlights
just cuts to like, now Flowbee for your cat. Like,
our special guest
Waterbury,
today
Connecticut.
is Mr. Rick Huntz with the Flowbee vacuum hair cutting system. Rick, we've seen that people can save money with the
Why are they seated on Black Lodge from Twin Peaks?
And they can get a consistent looking haircut. What are some of the other advantages and uses of the Flowbee system?
How do you want a Flowbee haircut?
We have
and you can remain single the rest of your life with this thing.
Cut. It opens up a whole new market that was not open before, and it's nursing bedridden people.
Do not trust that figure.
Just for humanitarian reasons.
This kid knows this is bullshit.
100% of the hair. He keeps saying that.
Down your neck.
He's like daring you to call him out on it.
We have the military looking at it. This thing could be on every ship, in every barrack.
Bullshit.
The military have clippers. That's all they need. It's clippers.
I mean, that's
imagine like Paris Island.
In the market,
you know, you get a bunch of kids like coming in off the bus from training, and it cuts to all these like hard military, like barbers they all use.
Is watching it when it's going to go into outer space. I mean, we're going to have a space station, and now they can cut hair in outer space. They couldn't do that before.
What are some of the future plans for the Flowbee product line?
Well, we have other attachments on the drawing board. I have one.
Okay, space would be a good place for a Flowbee. I will give you that.
Work with afro hair. It doesn't suck up. I am coming up with some attachments to be able to shape afro hair. I always hear the complaint
Excuse me?
that have real long hair.
The Flowbee isn't for black people. I'm sorry.
She literally just
the main complaint is
pretty much said
get
that.
it cut straight, and I have an attachment on the drawing board that makes it very simple.
If you have all the oil will really fuck up your vacuum, so please, black people, don't use our product.
We're working on a Flowbee for the black community. It's called the Brobee now.
The Brobee? I'm sorry.
I apologize, everyone. That was horrible.
Directly from me with the 800 number that you've shown several times.
We're going to come out with a Chinese Flowbee the year after, and then that'll...
I am setting up some marketing across the U.S. and for that matter, the world.
That one will be called the Chobee. We're all going to hell.
Am I gonna go to hell when I die?
Warranty to cover the Flowbee purchase?
Absolutely. If you're not totally satisfied, 30 days after you own your Flowbee,
He said it doesn't cut afro hair.
100% refund.
Like,
2-year.
Did you have
it is valid.
Sure,
I mean,
but do you have to call it
different?
I know,
yeah,
but
like,
it's just such an odd way to address that.
But also, like, some white people just have hair like that. Like, I guess Art Garfunkel could use a Flowbee, probably. Like, you know.
Okay? Sure. In the meantime, I'd like to remind our viewers that you can receive a Flowbee haircutting system for your family, for your friends, and for yourself.
Yes, Happy Jeffy says she's Laura Dern with a Leno chin.
Thanks for watching this edition.
She looks like if Laura Dern and Flabber from Beetleborgs had a baby. Had to have a baby.
Wow, it feels good. I like it.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. They let him use the flow. I didn't think he'd let that happen.
I know, but he probably made them set the extension really high so it didn't actually.
Oh, well, it's because the infomercial's over now. He's like, well, as long as no one has to see what I look like after it happens on the infomercial, then you can do it to me.
Wow, that was amazing.